To begin, it's an important step in meditation to engage yourself in a posture that will allow you to be alert yet relaxed. To this end, find yourself a straight back chair, with or without a cushion, and sit into it so that your back is completely self-supporting, meaning you're not relying on the chair for support. The beautiful, natural S-shaped curve that we all have in our spines will keep us alert and upright for the next 15 minutes. A certain posture is not essential for meditation, but in this posture we give ourselves a message. I am here, right now, for whatever is in my experience. If you find yourself either leaning forwards or backwards during the course of the meditation, just acknowledge it. Don't try to change it, but by acknowledging it or recognizing it, your body can make any changes that it deems necessary. It's a good idea to use maybe a blanket and drape it over your knees so that your hands can be in your lap. If you're right-handed, then it goes on bottom with the left hand on top. And if you're left-handed, then vice versa, with the left on the bottom and the right on the top. Now that we have come into the position for meditation, you close down the eyes and you recognize the one basic principle of meditation. And that is that you let go of controlling your experience. So you allow this question into your being. What happens when everything is allowed to be exactly as it is right now? What happens when this moment is completely allowed to be as it is? What happens when I let go and allow everything to be exactly as it is right now? This isn't something that you need to do. You're not being asked to let everything be exactly as it is. It's a question. And the question isn't answered in your head, but you answer it in your experience. What happens when everything is allowed to be exactly as it is right now? What happens when you step away from controlling things, when you just let go? What happens when everything in this instant, in this moment, in the outer world and in the inner world is allowed? What happens when everything is allowed? What happens when I allow this moment to be exactly, completely as it is? You may have heard that meditation is about controlling things, about controlling your thoughts, or stopping your thoughts, or making certain things happen in your experience. These are just myths. True meditation is the practice of simply allowing. Simply allowing. Simply allowing it all to be exactly as it is right now. What happens when this moment is allowed to be exactly as it is right now? We begin to come into contact with the way things are right now. And we do this by allowing them to be exactly as they are right now. As this moment has always been. This moment has always been as it is. You allow it all to be exactly as it is. In this moment. Just surrender to how it is right now. Allow your breath to be exactly as it is, without trying to change it. You may have heard that meditation is about following your breath, about controlling your breathing. But here, we just allow the breath to do whatever it wants to do. We let the breath breathe itself without controlling it. What happens when you don't have to do anything? When you just surrender to how things are right now, and your breath just breathes itself. Sometimes it may be deep, other times it may be shallower. Regardless of how it is, allow it to be exactly as it is. Again, we ask ourselves the question, what happens when everything, including my breath, is allowed to be as it is? We spend so much of our time wanting things to be different. Here we are allowing something to happen that we rarely do. We allow everything to be as it is right now. Allow thoughts to be here. You may have heard meditation as the act of stopping thinking or controlling your thoughts. We often try to change our thoughts or stop our thoughts. What happens when we allow everything, including our thoughts, to be exactly as they are? Allow sounds to be as they are. Allow the feelings in your body to be exactly as they are. Allow smells to be as they are. Allow tastes to be as they are. We simply pose the question to ourselves, what happens when it's all allowed to be as it is? You will eventually sense movement within yourself. movement in your mind that wants things to be different, that wants things to change. Maybe a part of you that wants to stop thinking, or think about something else, or a part of you that doesn't like a particular sound or sensation and it wants it to stop, it wants it to change. Maybe a part of you that wants this meditation to be over. Say hello to yourself, or self, or ego. And you may have heard of meditation about being the practice of getting rid of your ego, or to change your mind, or to change yourself. True meditation is about letting it all to be exactly as it is. So when you hear this movement, this controlling part of yourself, just simply allow it to be. Allow your mind to be exactly as it is, without changing anything. We ask ourselves the question, what happens when everything is allowed to be exactly as it is right now? When we allow things to be, we start to arrive upon our sense of our awareness of things. We stop trying to change this moment. We begin to sense this moment. We sense the entirety of the present moment by simply allowing the present moment to be exactly as it is. So sense in to the moment. You can sense that you are aware of your thoughts. There is a space in which thoughts arise, stay for a while, and leave. That there is an underlying or pre-existing awareness of thought that has always been here. That thoughts stay for a while, they can morph, they can change, they can leave, yet the pre-existing awareness has always been here, is always here. So when you allow your thoughts to be exactly as they are, you sense the pre-existing awareness where they arise from. By allowing everything, including your thoughts, to be, you begin to sense what you are before all the labels you may have given yourself. Thoughts come and go. Therefore, you cannot be your thoughts. The awareness of thought exists before thoughts. So you cannot be your thoughts. Thoughts can try to tell you who you are and what you are. But when we sense that they arise, stay for a while, and go in this pre-existing awareness, we begin to experience what we are. What happens when it's all allowed to be exactly as it is, including thoughts, including sounds, including the sensations in your body? What happens when you include the sensations in your body? What happens when every single part of your existence is as it is right now, including your body and all the sensations? You may feel certain sensations in the body, some comfortable, some uncomfortable. Yet we ask the same question: what happens when everything, including my body, is allowed to be as it is? What happens when my body is allowed to be exactly as it is right now? You may become aware of the fact that sensations in the body come and go. Yet the awareness of these sensations is always here. Just like with your thoughts, there is a pre-existing awareness of all sensations in your body. And in this awareness, all sensations, whether you label them good or bad, simply are as they are. Your sensations change. The shape of your body has changed since you were younger. Yet the awareness of your body has always been here. By allowing your body to be as it is, and everything to be as it is, we begin to touch upon our natural state. Our pre-existing state that has always been here. This awareness of our body, this awareness of our thoughts, this awareness of sound, this awareness of the present moment is what we are, what we have always been. Awareness exists before thoughts, before sounds, before feelings. All life arises and falls within the awareness that is surrounding that which you call you. Life is awareness. Awareness is life. Awareness is the present moment. You are not your thoughts, no matter what they say you are. Awareness of thoughts comes before thought. Thoughts happen in the awareness of the present moment, in the now. Is there any separation between you and the present moment? Surrender to what you are. Surrender to what you are right now. Allow it all to be exactly as it is, and surrender to what you are right now.